Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's me, it's Chord Dave. It's been a while. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope the old, what do you call it, live stream is working, because it's going through this mobile phone. If it doesn't, if it falls out at any point, it's because either the battery went or the signal has decided not to play ball. Anyways, hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for joining me. Yeah, it's been a while. As you can see, new surroundings and new businesses and all kinds of things is the reason why I haven't been live or done anything online really for a while. So we'll talk about that if you want to. We'll talk about all kinds of other things. And you guys are having chats and comments. We'll talk in the comment section. We'll talk about all those kind of things as well. So yeah, I suppose we're probably just going to hang around for about an hour if everything goes well. We'll see how the mobile internet gods. We have pretty good mobile internet here, so it should hold up well enough to get through. The lighting's not great, the background's not great, and I'm not going to show you the couch I'm sitting on because I know it will inevitably lead to many a trolling comment from a certain person. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, let's dig into the chat. And the first person in there today was Eric Ludinger. Great to see you, Eric. Hope all's well with you, my friend. I was followed up closely by Mr. Bugfoot. Slightly late. I'm worried about this new job, Scott. I think you're going to have to just drop it so that you can focus on being the first person in the live stream every week. I'm kind of disappointed. 3 weeks we missed and you weren't the first in the live stream. You're slacking, sir. Just kidding, of course. Great to see you, Scott. Thanks so much for all you do during the live stream. Let me see. We got Scott says, I'm doing awesome. The new job is so good. I can't remember the last time I got pissed off at anything. All right, well, see, I have to be very careful what I say because I don't know who watches my show now and who doesn't. But let's just say you probably didn't have like a lot of 10-year-old kids coming to your business then. For that reason. D-Mac is here. Great to see you. D-Mac, hope all is good with you, my friend. You're probably wondering what alcoholic beverage I'm drinking today. It's this one. It's called water because I forgot to stock up anything else because that's how life's been going the last couple of weeks. It's been busy. Yeah, that's good. So anyway, cheers. Sláinte and all those things to you as well. Who else we got? Eric says it's a great thing. I hope it stays that way. Indeed, yeah, not getting pissed off about things is good. I don't know what the record for that is. I think it's like 4 days or something. Fister Roboto says it's great to see that 3 Chord Dave waited 3 weeks to do his streams just so I wouldn't miss them while I was away. You're welcome, Fister. Glad to have been of service. Thanks for letting me know, but you'd be missing the stream, so I could accommodate you there. Absolutely. Let me see. The only negative is that I have a massive increase in pay. That's I now that I have a massive increase in pay. Sorry, I have to start buying all the big ticket items I've been putting off for years, so I'm actually more broke than ever. It'll come around, sir. It'll come around. No, I'm sure. The massive increase in pay will level itself out at some point, and you'll have more money than ever, and you can spend it on guitar related items if you're not already doing so. I assume you're doing so. That's what I would do. That's what I'm trying not to do myself. Visitor says, Scott, how's the sound sampling going for your videos? The tryouts, I mean. Interesting question for that one. Rob F is here. Great to see you, Rob. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you here. And Scott Bogfoot says, I don't have enough time anymore to finish anything. If I didn't have thousands of pre-recorded videos, I wouldn't be putting out anything. Yeah, guess like that when you're busy. YouTube is pretty hard to keep up and keep a full-time job. Never mind a super crazy job where you're on call all the time. Rob F says, I have to help beautiful wife with something. I'll be back a little before Dave time, which is now. So you better be back, sir. Yeah, glad to have you with us, Rob. Of course, as always. Scott says, anyone new here, welcome. You'll have to subscribe, then wait 1 minute before you can chat on the best chat on YouTube. Indeed. And Todd Moore is here. Great to see you, Todd. Says, I guess it is happening after all. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. And Dave, hope the biz is good. It's not bad. Thanks for asking, Todd. Yeah, as I said, it's going to wreak havoc with YouTube. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do YouTube. So I'll pop in when I can. Live streams, I can't be certain that I'll be doing them on a regular basis. I'll do my best, but the honest truth is, like we close at 10 o'clock on a Saturday and every other night. So, but it's depending on if there's a booking at 9 o'clock or not. So a lot of the time there hasn't been, but it's we won't know until like an hour before. So I'll never know whether I'm going live. Today, obviously, there wasn't, but I didn't know how long it would take me to get back and stuff like that. By the way, still don't have proper internet, just in case you're wondering if the stream is a bit laggy or weird or whatever. It's because I still don't have proper internet installed, and it's running through my phone. So we'll see how long it lasts. Richard Clark is here. Great to see you, Richard. Thank you so much for all of your support all the time, sir. I do appreciate it. It says, last week I was here before Scott. I absolutely agree with you, sir. Well done. Well done. Formerly known as T. Great to see you, T. Hope you're well, man. Says, I hope the new business is going well, and hello to all in chat. Thank you, sir. Yes, indeed, it is doing so, and it's great to see you. Great to catch up with all my old friends here. Let me see. We got lots of hellos and stuff. Buglips is here. Great to see you, sir. So I decided to clean my cave today. I must be sick. Pray for me. I don't do the prayer thing, so I can't pray for you, but I will keep you in my wishes, sir. When the pagan festival comes around, I won't. I'm just kidding. So let me see. Something about a new house. And Buglip says yes. Don't want to dox people. But the new house, that's the one Buglips is in apparently. Even the broom still had a tag on it. There you go. That's new. Buglip says, for human beings in the chat that don't live in their own detritus, I can't pronounce words. Stop making me do that. I've been here 5 years. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. 5 years is like a short movie. Richard Virginia says, greetings everyone from beautiful San Clemente, California. Very good, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're doing well out there. And Buglip says, there was a glass stuck to the counter so hard I had to break it to pry it off in pieces. That sounds, yeah, it's probably time to pick up the broom in that case. Yeah, well done. Richard Virginia says, New Gear Week picked up a box AC-15 in British Racing Green. Well, that is a nice color for anything, but a Vox AC15, very cool, sir. Um, and the Fister confirms by saying, "Oh man, that's a sweet amp," which is true. Searching for tone, great to see you. Searching for tone says, "Good evening, all. Thanks for joining us, sir. Loving your content lately, so everyone make sure to give Searching for Tone a follow and all subscribing and all that sort of crack, if you don't mind. Who else have we got in the chat here? What time is it? What's going on? Oh, okay, that's nothing. Visitor Roboto says this got a combo of a 15 and a 10-inch is nasty as well. I think you'll like them. I would encourage you, sir, to keep the chat about guitar or guitar related instruments, if you don't mind, instead of what you just said. No, I'm just kidding, of course. It's very good, sir. I concur with what you're saying, although I have no idea. Scott Buckman says, unconventional pairings are always more dynamic. Dave Lewis says, good evening all. Good to see Three Chord Dave back this week. Thanks, Dave. Yeah. As you guys know, just if anyone didn't know, the reason I was off for 3 weeks is that I moved house and started a business in the same week. I mean, the business has been planning for a long time, but it was finally time to launch it a couple of weeks ago. So those two things, coupled with my brother's birthday, fell in the middle there as well, so we kind of had a week for that. So I was intending to be back last week, but the zero internet coverage, so wasn't able to. And then today I said, "Feck it, I'm going to try with a phone." So here we are. But yeah, so nothing serious, nothing to worry about. Just Dave's busy, too busy really to be here. So we'll do our best to keep him up as we can. But yeah, just going to say, I won't be able. I'm just going to say this again, and I'll say it again later on. I can't guarantee I'll be here every week. I won't know until late on Saturdays whether I'll be able to do live streams, but I'll let you guys know for sure as soon as I can. So keep an eye, make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell on, because I'll probably just post it on the community tab. So if you're haven't got notifications on, you'll miss it, and you don't want to do that, because eventually I'll get something in the background that looks guitar related and proper lighting setup. I didn't even measure these out, just put them there and they look awful. So there you go. That one should be closer, that one should be higher. That's what it is. I want a guitar combo amp with automotive 3-way 6x9s just to hear how it sounds, says Scott Bugfoot. Well, sir, let us know, because I don't think that's something I want to go through. Robbie F says, I like pairing different speakers. One of my 2x12s has a V30 and a Neo Creamback. My other 2x12 has a Fane F70 and a Neo Creamback. Well, there you go. Neo Creamback's the consistent winner right there. Let me see. Fister says, now that would be crazy experiment and I'm all down for it. I don't know what. Which one? Okay, well, I agree with it. Yes, it's good to see Three Chord Dave back this week, says Rob F. And I really missed Dave and missed chatting with you all. Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys are all over Guitar YouTube, which is great to see. I see you guys. Steve Cassidy's live stream. If I don't see you in Steve Cassidy's live streams, I should. So make sure you're following Steve Cassidy. John Robson's live streams. I see a lot of you guys there. I see you. Some of you as well. I see on Mike's upstairs to the right music. You should be watching his live streams on a Sunday as well. Searching for Tone. You should be over on his channel. You should be everywhere, and you should be making sure to let everyone know you're in the Three Chord Dave community. The Lamb as well. The Lamb's live streams are just a good time for everybody. I've missed them the last few weeks because of the busyness, but they're always good crack. You should definitely join those if you can. Fister says maybe Three Chord Dave should release a VR version of his stream so we'll always be connected wherever we are. Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun. Not quite on par with what we do, but you never know. Some people will be into that, I guess. Fister also says, I can't do my job right now. Muddy H was taking the piss out of Dave again. Don't want to miss it. Yeah, he does that not even on public forums. Like he'll just send me a text message just to take the piss out of me. He'll wind me up. He'll just drive me down a path and then tell me I'm an idiot. He's a good friend. I'm very fond of him. He is he's one of a kind. Um, Dave Lewis says, funny how Trigo Dave has become part of Saturday night viewing and it buggers things up when he takes a few weeks off. Hey, tell me about it, man. I've been just very busy. I mean, my Apple Watch, which I bought to, I'll be honest with you, a few years ago, I was concerned about my heart, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get something to monitor it. And I worked for Apple, so I could get massive discounts. So I bought an Apple Watch, and it also does a decent job of tracking your fitness, your activity and levels and stuff like that through the day. So I've been quite active for the last couple of years. But my Apple Watch must think that I sold it to somebody else in the last few weeks because it's getting a lot more action. Wait a minute, that's not what I wanted to say. It thinks I'm moving around a lot more than I had previously. Um, yeah, so it knows exactly how much action is being gotten, um, but it doesn't measure that. There's no Apple. You should actually put that on the Apple Watch. How much action you've got this week. Would be funny to see some of the things that registered. Rob F says Rigo Dave is somewhere between a habit and a tradition. I like to think of us as a friendly cult. My brushes with cults um, have been few and far between, and not zero, but few and far between. I have had I have eaten at a deli. I eaten at a place in Spain, which I was later informed is run by a cult. That was fun. That was called the Yellow Deli. I believe there's one in Colorado as well. And the person who brought me there only informed me that it was run by a cult after we'd been. So that was fun. My good pal Steve Cassidy Guitars in the chat as well says hello, Three Core Dave and pals. Great to see you, Steve. Hope you're doing well. Since the last time we spoke, which was mere hours ago. Yeah, hope you're doing well, sir. Make sure you give Steve a follow as well. Fister says, David, we are not a cult, I swear. We kind of are. It's fine. We're actually a Steel Panther fan club. If you're not part of the Steel Panther fan club, scenario, scene, it's not scenario, scene. Yeah, why not? Then you're probably in the wrong place. We love Steel Panther here. And it's all Glenn Bailey's fault. Sergio Jones says, it's unacceptable. And then he said something else, but the comments is all dripped away. I wonder how far I'm going to get in the comments tonight. Probably not all the way through, right? Oh, maybe actually, because I don't think I'm that far away. All right, cool. It's unacceptable. Needs to check his priorities. Me? Yeah, I do. It's just the way it is. I've never been good with priorities, keeping them in check. The Muddy H2O with the super chat, which is the only reason that we keep doing live streams, says, does your Apple Watch measure your motion at your wrist or your elbow? So you'd have to speak to the engineers about that. I don't know. Measure something when you do stuff like that. When you play guitar, you definitely get bonus points on your movements. It looks like, by the way, the old mobile internet's not keeping up too well. So apologies if you are seeing it being laggy and crap. The proper internet is supposed to be installed on Thursday. So anyway, it's what it is, unfortunately. What have we got? Formula T for 3 weeks he has been gone, but now it's time for episode 141. Yeah, I know. I can't believe anyone's watched me 141 times. But that's just live streams. Some of you have watched other things I've done on YouTube as well. It's crazy to me that you have. But there we go. It's not a gag, man. It's a club. Yeah, exactly. Steel Panther fan club. Richard Clark says, I can't quit 3 Core Dave. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would be devastated if you did. Buglip says, 4 weeks is the limit of my memory. After that, he'd cease to exist. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I came back. Anyone else got a black screen? Yeah, you know why that was? It's been 4 weeks since I've done a live stream, and I forgot that I need to click on the loop button. So it was actually running to the end of the video and just stopping, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I figured it out now. I need to loop that video, otherwise it just stops. So sorry about that at the start. And if you didn't see the start, Don't worry about it. It was good like normal. Fister says Booglips, I already had a memorial plaque made and everything. All right, guys. Well, there you go. I'm glad that I would get a memorial plaque if something was to go wrong. That's cool. Dennis Ellis is here. Great to see you, sir. Says Trigo Dave. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a good one. Yeah, thanks, Dennis. Hope you're doing well, sir. Um, Steve Cassidy Guitars says, does everyone remember to hit the like? I forgot. It's fixed. Well, thank you, sir. Um, I see Robert is here. Great to see you, Robert. Good morning to you from Adelaide, I believe. This is good day, and trust you're all well. Trust you're well, Robert. Thanks so much for joining us. As always, great to see you. Searching for Jones says Steve lost 5 subscribers today. Must have been something I said. Yeah, YouTube be like that sometimes. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got about YouTube was don't look at the numbers because they don't matter. And it's hard to do that until you get to, I don't know, probably a couple of thousand. But as soon as I stopped caring what my YouTube subscriber count was, it took care of itself. Um, and it goes up and down. I used to check it like everyone does when they start YouTube. I think checked it every day. How many subscribers? I put out a video. How many subscribers have I got? I put out another video. How many subscribers have I got? And yeah, it drove me insane a little bit. So I would say for sure, try your best not to worry about how many subscribers you have. It'll go up and down. But you're doing a great job, man. People are going to dig your content once they find it. It's just going to take time because YouTube is a bitch. I mean, YouTube is that work. That's how it works. Yep. But anyway, keep doing what you're doing though. Honestly, you're doing a great job. Visitor says Scott must be your connection. I can see and hear him and everything. Wow, see, it's I love that. It's great. Eric Ludinger says, "Hey, 3 Chord Dave, got my 3 Chord Dave shirt. Totally cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been loving the 3 Chord Dave shirts. By the way, talking to shirts, I don't have any new 3 Chord Dave shirts because they don't sell very well. So I decided not to sell anymore. I mean, you can still buy them. Those links are there. But Colin from Guitaristas is now selling shirts, and you can. I don't have a link for his things, but just go to Colin's channel, click the links. They're very cool. Mine will be here in a couple of days' time. And by a couple of days, I mean sometime next week. But yeah, thank you, sir, for wearing the 3 Chord Dave shirts, representing. Love it. Greg McFadden's here says, cheers, Dave and the gang. Perfect time for Dave to be back. Gig was rescheduled, so let the chat get crazy tonight. Everyone's going to be a bit tentative tonight. That's the craziness scale might be on like a 4, I'd imagine. But hopefully it'll get all the way up to a 6. We'll see how it goes. William Farr says hi all, and Dennis Ellis says good to see you. I think is what that means. Steve Cassidy says searching tone. Yeah, mate, I unsubbed too. That's mean, Steve. Bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna pop offline just to blow my nose because it's driving me crazy. I'll be back to you in like 10 seconds. All right, we're back. Yeah, so nose blowed. Very good. Where was I in the chat? Rob says, hello, Dave. We miss you. Thank you, sir. I would say I missed you guys too. And I did to an extent, but I also worried that you were all going to be pissed off with me. And then I also was worried, like, when am I going to get back on YouTube? So it's like today, I was talking to Steve Cassidy today, and I was like, I don't know if I'm doing live today. I'm hoping to, but I can't say for sure. So it's just what it is. Hopefully next week you'll be back to looking good and feeling good and more time, more preparation, because I haven't read anything about guitars in about 6 weeks. So yeah, I have no news for you. I have no leaks. I have no nothing. You're just all you're here for is to see part of my beard and hear what I might tell you about something. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate you all being here. Steve Cassidy says it's glitchy but kind of working. You still look glorious. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm very jealous of your production values. I care not about mine normally, so I don't have the flashy, the nice lights at the back and guitars hanging on the wall and stuff. I should do that at some point. But seems like a lot of work. William Forrest is here. Did I say that already? I think I did. I hope I did. Well, great to see you, William. Thanks so much for joining us, as you always do. Searching for Jones says, "Hi, I thought one of the unsubs might be my mom, but she never subs." There you go. There you go. You never know who's subbed to you and who isn't. Dave has a couch. I just have guitars, says Richard Clark. Yeah, I have two couches actually at the moment. So actually, and the third one waiting to be delivered to the store. Actually collected, brought to the store. But anyway, I don't want to be flamboyant with my couch possessions. Anyway, just move on past it because I know it's going to go into an area I don't want it to go to there. Fisher says, "Wow, Dave's been gone such a long time. He grew a beard. I did, sir. It's quite a substantial one, to be honest." Dave, you threw Scott a curveball by posting a live stream 30 minutes later than usual. Very sneaky. Well, I had to get to the bottom of it, sir. I had to get to the bottom of it. How is he being number one in the chat every week? Uh, yeah, no, it's just I didn't think I'd be back for 10. I ended up being back for 10, but I didn't think it would be. 13, but lost around 8 subs from the 8 string video too. Um, that's what happens. Guitars have 6 strings, sir. 6. Stop complicating it. I can't keep up. But I've only seen a little bit of that video, but I doubt it will be your last, Harley Benton. Just saying. Did Gibson release a new line of ES330s? DMAC, honestly, you're going to have to tell me, sir. I have no idea what Gibson have done this week. I'm waiting for them to release that Epiphone SG that was pictured behind Cesar a couple of weeks ago, which it looks really nice, but which you can see on my Instagram at 3Chord Dave. But they haven't mentioned anything about it, and nobody has told me anything about it, so I presume it's coming some stage before Christmas, but it could be a NAMM guitar at the same time. They would be kind of prepping that shit now because it's only 2 months away. Scott says, already ordered a Carina Explorer and V. Very nice, Scott. Very nice. Rob F says, that's crazy, Steve Cassidy guitar. I thought it was a great video. All of Steve Cassidy's guitars videos are very good videos. So yeah, I particularly enjoyed the stroll around a guitar shop in China last week. That is a guitar video I saw last week, and Colin's video as well, where he was checking out his new 355. But yes, yeah, I liked the old China one, China guitar shop. That was cool. All right, let's see. I like the 8 string video a lot. Says searching for your tone, and Bogfoot says whenever the Harpo went out of production. Oh, for the 330s. I see. I get you. The Lamb is here. Great to see you, the Lamb. Thanks so much for popping in. I get it though. I don't particularly like 8 strings either, says Steve Cassidy guitar. Well, there you go. If you don't like them, then what hope has the rest of us got? No, I genuinely don't understand 7 strings or 8 string guitars. I don't even really understand 6 string guitars, but they're what I've known for my life. So, Robert says black on the sides, 2 lines of grey, and ginger in the middle. Loving the beard man. Yeah, I mean, I presume by the end of the month it's going to be all grey. This is just its poorly lit natural color. I've always kind of had a multicolored beard. It's been weird. It's just always, my entire life, my beard has been, like, as I said, multicolored. My mustache has always been kind of blonde. I don't know why, but it just always has. When I was a kid, I had blonde hair, but like a really young kid. And then I think when I was like 6 or 7, it just went darker. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a multicolored, wonderful thing. I don't know. But thanks, sir. Yeah, it's something. It's something. Someone should take photographs of it professionally before it's gone, because it will be gone one of these days. I promise you. Because it just drives me crazy now. Rob F says it's still a cool guitar, and I'm glad to learn about it. That's the 8 string from Steve Cassidy guitar. I haven't taught you anything about guitars lately, but I strive to in the future. Fister says, I got a notification that there's some channel called 3Chord Dave is going live. Never heard of it. Probably a scam. You should just lock up your credit card details just in case. formerly known as T, said, "Did I tell you that a new Martin DCFMIB 50, bit of a mouthful, it's the 50th anniversary one made in Mexico. Well, happy with it." That's very cool, man. Very, very cool. You have a history of having very nice guitars, so from what I know, so I'm sure that's a beauty as well. Wayne McConnell's here. Great to see you. Wayne says, "Greetings, Dave." Greetings, Wayne. Hope you're well, sir. Fister says, "Steve Cassidy, you've lost 8 subscribers, but I'll make sure to sub after this live stream. Hope that helps." There you go. One extra gained from the 8. Like, I honestly right now could not tell you how many subscribers I have, how many I have had in the last month, how many I have lost. It's not a thing I worry about anymore. I used to obsess about it, and then I bought 300,000 subscribers, and then I lost them all. So I stopped caring after that. It's funny, like the things I have seen have been people saying, "So who's buying the YouTube subscribers?" And then Muddy shared a channel with me yesterday, and I was watching it. It was like 159,000 subscribers, and it was a guitar review. I think it was a review. He didn't actually play the guitar. He was just like, "Look at this, and look at my Christmas tree." And then he, then he was like, "So there you go." And yeah, I had a couple hundred views. I don't know. And I was like, "How do you have 159,000 subscribers, but like 200 views?" And the explanation was he used to do vape reviews when vape reviews were a thing. So I guess you're not allowed to do vape reviews on YouTube anymore. So he lost, like, his subscribers just don't watch his channel now. So I guess it's possible channels could pivot into guitar, having built up an audience and something else, and, that audience now doesn't care. It's another explanation for channels who have big audiences. Um, but also, Steve and I have discussed these channels before, and I think the ones we're talking about definitely buying subscribers. Anyway, that's for. We shouldn't really bring that back up again. I apologize. Now that it's died down in the guitar community a little bit, um, but even Henning brought it up on his rants, which was fun. Did enjoy that, I have to say. Especially because it all came from Steve Cassidy guitar. That's why everyone started talking about it, which is great. Now, where was I? Because I know I was somewhere. There we go. Bug lips said that, and then. So who besides T has new gear? Tell us about. Oh God, and I've dreamed of new gear, but it's not here. That was weird. My watch tell me to move all the time now that I'm sitting at a desk all day. Yeah, they do that. You sit on your ass too long, it goes, hey, you should stand up now for a minute. I haven't got time to do that. Steve Cassidy Guitar says, "The Three Chord Dave Crew is in my top 4 cults of all time. Blue Oyster Cult isn't even in my top 20. Well, they should be. They should be." Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, the crew here are pretty cool. So they're one of my top 4 cults of all time. Also, Fister says, "Robbie, off a failed attempt at picking up gear last week. Drove 6 hours to Paris to pick up an amp, only to get an argument with the seller, cussing him out and leaving promptly." Okay, well, that's a story. We should probably find out more about it. Richard Clark says, "I was in the cult once. Now I go to meetings religiously to stay out of it." Yeah, that sounds appropriate. Fister says, "Robbie F is an absolute dream amp. We settled on a price if it was in working condition. On arrival, he drove the price up another €500. May have called him some bad names, which is fine. Yeah, putting the price up 500 after it was agreed, that's not cool, my friends." Dave Lewis says, "Since Dave was last on, I bought a new Heartwood wood urn amp combo stand and pedal board bundle from Gear for Music, a Marshall acoustic combo, and a JHS flight pedal in white." Well, it'll be very interesting to find out what you get between this stream and the next one, because I don't know, it could be next Saturday or it could be like Christmas. Who knows? When is Christmas? It's like 6-7 weeks away. You never know. Richard Clark says, "My jest attempt failed as well. My Sweetwater rep failed to tell me the amp I wanted was in stock at a discount. Oh man, I would not be happy with that rep. Scott Bogman says, drive 6 hours just to argue. You're my kind of people. Uh, you know. D-Mac says, Billy Duffy from The Cult is one of my favorite guitar players. He's an interesting character. It's a good band. It's a good band for sure. The Lamb says, I worried about that. I'd have stopped a long time ago. About subscriber numbers, I guess you're thinking. I feel you that, man. That is, it's one of those things that can drive you insane. And I think maybe it did. Maybe it drove me completely insane and I just gave up on it. But it's definitely crazy things. But everybody, go watch the Lambs live stream on Monday. They're so much fun. I haven't been there honestly in the last 2 weeks because I've been busy, but they're so much fun. You should definitely just give the Lamb a follow and then watch his live stream. Fister says, Scott, he drove the price up upon my arrival, thinking I was desperate enough to take the deal. And as Rob Ref says, that is BS, Fister. Indeed, it is. Booklip says, I once took a 10-hour plane trip and a 6-hour car ride to punch a guy in the face. Nice. Um, I won't add my long travel story to it. Should I? No. I once traveled very far away by plane overseas to a place far away, a magical, wondrous place, only to be broken up with. So, so that's not what I expected when I was making my grand romantic gesture to get there. But there you go. Life has many ups and downs. Uh, so well, someday I'll write a blues song about that. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. We'll find out next year. Buglip says I took a chance. Oh yeah, punch a guy in the face. I like it. I like that. It's I mean, look, he deserved it, so that's fine. Uh, wait a minute. 10-hour plane trip and a 6-hour car. Was it me? Did you come punch me in the face? I knew you looked familiar. God damn it. Mark Doolin says the worst one is buying gear with undeclared dings and dents. We've all been there. Yeah, definitely. If you're buying on Reverb, it's gonna come with stuff you don't expect. That's just par for the course, I'm afraid. Buglips also says technically there was also a convention involved, but it was a secondary concern. I like the punch in the face story better. Richard Clark says I would message that bonehead again and give him a different from a different phone, Fister. Give him the deal he wants and make him drive and don't show. All right, well that's that's one way of handling it. Rob F says my matching 19 rack finally arrived from Zilla after putting my 2x12s on it. I have a 3-cab tall stack for my bedroom rig right now. Sounds awesome, man. Sounds awesome. John Brad is here. Great to see you, John. Been a while, my friend. Love to see you in the chat. Hope you are doing well. Searching Weird Tone says, Lamb, I wasn't really too concerned about it. I think just signed up to the channel for the Randy Rhodes pedal I gave away, so no loss. Yes, isn't that it's on the YouTube advice. There's definitely people sign up to your channels if you're doing giveaways just for the giveaways, and then they feck off with themselves. That happened a lot, but I think if you're putting out content that's worthwhile, a lot of them will stick around for it. So you might lose 10 people, but you'll keep 20 or to 30 people if you get your content or your giveaways out there a little bit. The first one I did when I was giving away a guitar to Scott Bogfoot one, like I think that's where like people like Glenn Bailey and a few others came in and saw the channel because of that, and they're still here. So yeah, it's definitely something that can happen. Just what I would recommend is just try and make it so that the people who win are people have to watch your videos in order to be able to answer the questions or to find a way to win the video, whatever it is. Worked on my channel. And I got some cool people to stick around. So there you go. But you'll always lose people after stuff like that. That's just people on YouTube just trying to win stuff. But there you go. Who else have we got? Fister says, Richard Clark, I'm going to let it slide beforehand. I booked tickets for a show on my way back, so at least the trip wasn't all for nothing. Damn Parisians. There you go. I'm pretty sure there's nice Parisians. So Let's hope so. Cushman's here. Great to see you, Cushman NYC. Hope all is good with you. Thanks so much for dropping in. Say hello in the chat there. And Rav says, thanks, Fister. I now have to purchase some cool gear to put on a rack. All I have now are a 1U power conditioner and a 1U panel patch panel. Looks kind of empty. Good reason to buy gear. Steve Cassidy says 2 Couch Dave, soon to be 3 Couch Dave. Would have been tomorrow, but something came up, so it has to be Wednesday. What's the day after tomorrow? Monday. 3 Couch Dave. So it's different line of work than I expected to be in, but there you go. John Brad says I'm hanging in there. Good stuff, man. Glad to hear it, and great to see you in the chat. It has been a good while, so grateful to see you there. Dave Lewis says, Dave, how's your signature guitar sounding now that you've had it a while? The SG looking one or the Les Paul looking one? So to kind of piggyback on Steve Cassidy guitars topic this week of taking a break from guitar playing, I've been so busy. And like with moving and setting up the business and launching the business and stuff like that, I haven't been playing that much because personally I think my guitars have been in boxes or cases and things. But they came back out of their cases yesterday, and I still haven't played the SG plugged in. I'm a little bit afraid to, because if it sounds shit, I'm going to be a little bit upset. But the plan with both of them was to replace the electronics anyway, so it's just I know I don't have time to do that right now. The Les Paul Aldo Nova style with the mini humbuckers. The mini humbuckers are shit. They're terrible. So they're for anyone who doesn't know, they're Chinese knockoff ones. So they're not. They were never going to be good. But the plan with that was to buy Gibson mini humbuckers and put them in it. That'll probably happen in the new year. And with the SG, I have a couple of ideas, but I haven't settled on anything yet. But they both actually feel and play pretty well acoustically, so to speak, unplugged in. But yeah, I will say it's not fair to say that the mini humbuckers sound completely awful. I have definitely played guitars that sound worse, but on a scale of 1 to 10, they're like a 4. So yeah, I wouldn't be recommending them like a lot of other guitar channels have done with this particular maker. Let's be honest, they're not a maker. They're a middle person who is buying them from certain factories and shipping them and charging a little bit of a premium. But they're smart enough to let people do some custom orders and charge a little bit more of a premium on top. This is an interesting thing they're doing. I applaud them for it. The guitars still need a lot of work to be up to standard. But listen, if you see channels saying that these guitars are better or as good as USA Customs or anything like that, they're not. That's just not true. I've got 2 of them, so I would know. But yeah, in terms of them, I still need to spend more time with them because all of my guitars have been locked away in cases and gig bags and boxes for the last 3-4 weeks. The SG special, my actual Epiphone SG special came out first, and my 345 came out then as well. So those are my 2 that I'm playing with at the minute. I'll get back to the others. But thanks, Dave, for the question, because it is a good one. That is eventually going to be my next actual YouTube video, showing you those 2 guitars, and demoing them as they are. But I don't know when that's going to be. It could be in a couple of weeks. It could be next week. It could be in the new year. I'm just not sure when I'll have the time. The plan is to have more time in like a couple of weeks' time, but we will see. We will see. Things need to settle down, and right now it's just everything's crazy. So we'll see. We will see. But hopefully I'll get to show you soon. November Black Friday sales have started at Guitar Center, says John Brown. Yeah, here in Ireland anyway, it appears that they've just decided November is Black Friday month. So everything's got like Black Friday plastered on it. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but just don't fall for deals that aren't deals. That's all I will say. Just because it says Black Friday doesn't mean it's a deal.
Um, yeah, let me see. Let me see. New gear last week. EVH Frankie Relic Black, new at 60% off. So it was a no-brainer. It was has a super flame neck. Hit the lottery. Great stuff, sir. Glad you're happy with it. That's awesome. And let me see. Botfoot, Bogfoot, Fog Boots, whatever. All right, man. Well, identity crises are not supported. You gotta take a day off or something. Uh, Dave Lewis, they're pretty much the same price here as here in the UK. Fakes would be priced accordingly, I reckon. That's in relation to a question from Steve Cassidy Guitar. Um, how do you know the guitars in the shop in China weren't fakes? Yeah, I'd imagine I was in Asia earlier this year and have spent some time out in Asia, and I'd imagine the same thing applies. There are markets where you can buy fakes, but the actual guitar stores will sell the real thing, and nobody buys them in the guitar stores. So that's, well, at least in parts of Asia I've been to. Um, Everyone buys their guitars in the market, where they can get like a really good deal. Anyways, let me see. Where are we here in the chat? Vaping content is just a gateway content to guitar content. Yeah, apparently so. Greg says, haven't had a Floyd in about a decade, so it's been fun setting it up and then setting it up and then setting it up to be perfect. Yeah, man, it's not something I ever think I will get around to, but I hope you enjoy it, sir. I really do. Scott Bogwood says you can buy subs for those who are in chat are price. You can buy subs, but those who are in chat are priceless. Indeed, sir. That is correct. Yeah, the whole buying subs thing. Like I get it to a point where you know if you were, let's say you're on 99,000 and you're there for months and your channel's not growing, it's not going to grow, you just know it's not going to hit that last thousand. Buy a couple of thousand subs. Why not? Get yourself the plaque, feel good about yourself, and off you go. Let's say you're starting out and you just want to hit that thousand uh, subs thing because that's going to make you feel good about yourself and keep you motivated. Do it. Okay, buy 1,000 subs. Who cares? Keep going. I mean, keep making videos. Keep knocking them out. Keep knocking them out. Keep knocking them out. Your channel will grow. It'll get there. Um, but it's hard sometimes to see the results incrementally. But you're 100% right. You know what they'll never have is people like you guys in the chat. It'll never build a community. It'll never bring people to your channel to watch your content on a regular basis. Um, Even if you then get a viral video, you can probably expect that you're only getting a fraction of what you would have if you'd built it naturally. So, yeah, you can buy subs, but you really are just conning yourself. Or really, you're not even conning yourself because you'll know. Anyways, let's not dig into it. I'll get in trouble. I'll say something, then I'll get in trouble. I'll name a channel or something, and people get pissed off with me. Because I know some of you guys are fans of channels that I think are doing it, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to get myself in trouble. Although, if I do come to the point where I'm like, I just don't have time to do YouTube, I just can't do YouTube, I will give you all the channels that I am 99% sure do. I'm actually 100% sure a lot of channels are doing it. So I'll tell you if I decide I'm not going to continue with YouTube at any point. So there's one silver lining. Fister says to Cassie Guitar, keep your kids away from the vape before they'll get into guitars. That's the big reason not to get into vaping. Also, I can't say anything. Some of you might vape. My guitar content is lacking. Think I'll fall back on into vaping. No, sir. Searching for tone. Do not, please. For everybody's sake, stick with the guitar. It's much better for all of us. Nella says, hi all, I lost track of time and I'm here late. Doe. No such thing as late, sir, but glad to have you with us in the chat, as it always is. Searching Tone says, I bought a sub yesterday. It was a Thanksgiving dinner on a log roll. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yesterday I had a Christmas turkey sandwich. So I feel you. At least that's what they were telling me.
Muddy says, I told David I was breaking up with him before he stepped foot on the plane. Don't be fooled. No, sir. No, sir. You did not. You led me on, unbelievably. You didn't. That's it's not real. Um, where was it? Where's the chat? For some reason, YouTube won't show me Muddy's comments. That was trying to upset me. Uh, I was playing the long game, Dave, but now I'm in your chat and you can't stop me. That's fine. I'm happy, Buglips. I'm happy to have you there, my friend. Dave Lewis says Dunsey had a friend's Duffy signature white 12 string on his channel a few weeks back. Stunning looking and sounding guitar. Dunsey's guitar channel, Guitar World. Dunsey's Guitar World is a great guitar channel. You should definitely check it out, by the way, if you guys have not. You're not listening to me. Just Dunsey's, go check him out. He's very cool. Really dig his content. So you should watch if you get a chance. Nella also says years ago, I got on the bridge to Canada by mistake with no money. They made me cross into Canada. I had to get deported to get back for free. No ATMs back then. Wow, man, that sounds like quite an adventure. I didn't do that, but I did try to get on the bus in Canada with no with too much money. They wouldn't let me pay the fare because I only had like $50 bills or $100 bills or something. Anyway, so I was stranded at the airport and couldn't get any change for like later that day. Anyway, it's a long story, and I was probably drunk, so I don't know all the details. Um, so the comments are glitching. I don't know where they're coming from here. Fister says Muddy H2O with a heartbreak kid. He was not that cool in his life. John Brad says I was really sick for over a year, but I'm feeling a little better now. Glad to hear it, John, and hopefully you'll continue to feel better, sir. I'm glad you're on the road to recovery. Great news. Great news. Now it says no reason to post that story just for fun. Um, Hey, I enjoyed it. Just got a new setup on the SG, Dave. Plays great. That's awesome, Scott. Yeah, awesome. I'm super glad you enjoy it as much as I do, because I think this is one of the best SGs Gibson or Epiphone have made. I mean, maybe Gibson is a stretch, but definitely Epiphone. Um, Fister says, Buglips, how many of Dave's former lovers are in this chat? Most of them are silent. They watch, but they're just wondering if I'm going to talk about them. Uh, so that they can give me shit or feel justified in not talking to me anymore. I mean, it goes both ways. So, And there you go. They got their justification. Nella says, how's the new place, Dave? It's coming together, but slowly because I'm here to sleep mostly and then back to work. So yeah, it's coming together, but quite slowly. And hence being in this room right now. This is not the room I intended an hour, 2 hours ago to be live streaming in, but it came to pass that the room I intended to stream in was not suitable. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the future. We'll see. I'll figure it out. There's got to be some work done. But thanks, Nella, for the question. It's peaceful and calm, and all my stuff's here, so I like it. Sergio Patel says, I try to not to really let the cat out of the bag on them and only do them on live stream. So you have to listen to me ramble to win. Hey, that works. That works, man. And Nella says, just don't be kicking the couch like Colin did. There's one thing that I will always try to do, and that's to emulate Colin. So yeah, I will. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's all I can say. Fister says you don't need to tune your guitar. That's what big guitar wants to make you believe, man. Yeah, that's true. It's a conspiracy. All guitars are in tune of some sort. If you wear an aluminium foil hat, your guitar will always stay in tune, says Rob F. Yeah, okay. I'll see if I can get myself one. Let me see, where was I? I think we are gonna have to stop because the chat is just almost unreadable. It's not coming through. The guitar string corporations are after our money. Indeed, Ernie Ball. They control a lot more than you realize. Um, charlatans and thieves in string companies. Guitar Center's marketing and sales department are ramping up. They got a call out of the blue from Guitar Center rep. Didn't know I had one. There you go. They're finally copying Sweetwater. Name a channel. Do it. Tell us. Inquisitive minds want to know. No, I can't. I can't. If I'm going to stay on YouTube, I can't tell you guys who these channels are. I've given way too many hints in videos or live streams before about which channels it is, and I just can't do it. Um, Let me see. Steve City Guitar with the super chat. Thank you, sir. Says, for the cult fund put towards the next sacrifice. Well, sir, your support of our sacrificing is much appreciated and will not go unnoticed. Um, however, however, the chat has decided to die. So, come on. Oh, great. Fantastic. Come on. Let's get back. All right. Let me see. Can I catch up over here? Name and channel. Do it. Tell us, Dave. Inquisitive minds want to know. Yeah, Dave. What are you scared? Hey, man, that shit doesn't work on me. I'm not Marty McFly. Um, I'm not scared. But look, for example, I could name a channel, right? I could name a dude who I am convinced. You won't convince me he doesn't buy subscribers. I could name him. But what does it do for him other than some dude who is a smaller YouTuber than him calling him out on shit? He didn't care. So yeah, I'm gonna say nobody will benefit from me doing it. But again, I'll just say it's so easy to spot these people. They have over 100,000 subscribers, or 80,000 or 70,000, whatever, and they get a few hundred views on a video. I haven't put out a video in months. If I put one out tomorrow, I have a good chance of getting 1,000 views. So if I have 100,000 subscribers and I'm posting regularly, I would expect that I will get 5,000, 10,000, not 100, 500. So if you see channels like that, there's something fishy. That's all I would say. And a lot of these channels will explain away why they have small views, or they'll make a point of explaining why they have small views. And usually it's because they're buying subs. That's why. Searching for Tone with a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir, for that. Also says, some say cult. I'm in. I'm a follower, not a leader. Well, thank you, sir. I am also, we're just following each other around in a circle, I think is what's going to happen. See, Scott Bogwood says, I make a very angry video at least once a month saying that I'm quitting YouTube. I'm saving them all up for a montage. Nice, sir. Nice. That is a great idea. I should have been doing that for the last 5 years. Sergeant Jones says, I think my last 5 unsubs were channels that felt like I called them out with my shock content recent upload. Hey, man, that's probably good. It's probably good. Let's see, who else have we got? $50. You now boss. And I don't know what's going on. Where else am I now? Dunsey can play the SH1T out of his guitars. He can indeed. Fister says, is Dave actually going to finish all the comments before the stream ends? Chat disconnected, followed by successfully connected. Says no. So I probably will read all the comments because there's like 7 of them left. Searching for Tone says, just subbed to Dunsey the other day, starting to get more across the ponders on my feed. Very good. Let me see. Bet you didn't know Ernie Ball made amp casters. Casters, as in casters for amps. Now have them on my new rack. I didn't know that actually. So there you go. Scott Bog says, Dave, you just gave me a great idea for a spoof video. Good. I enjoy spoof videos, sir. I can't wait to see it. Although it appears you and I have the same time issue for making videos, so I hope you get time to make it. And let's see. Searching for Tone. I Could use a hench person to assist me in ethically questionable experiments, says Buglips. All right, well, let's just keep that on the down low. I want to genetically bond gummy bears with Swedish fish. I don't think you should be admitting this in public. And once I genetically bonded gummy bears with something, wasn't fish though. Fister. Again, sometimes you should not say these things on live stream. Scott Bogler says, thanks, Dave. Great show. And that's the last comment that I can see. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It has been a while since we've done one of these. Haven't got proper internet, and you stuck with me for a whole hour, which I appreciate. I'm going to finish my water. I'm going to I can't think straight. I was going to say make a sandwich, but I just feel like I should just go straight to bed. It's been a long week, and tomorrow is still part of that week. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be back again next week, but I can't guarantee it or promise it. So let's hope for the best, and probably at a more regular time of 10 o'clock. So we'll see. Hope for the best. As I said, don't hold out hope for much in terms of video this week, but definitely a live stream if I can do it on Saturday. Once again, thank you so much to all of you who have been here. It really means a lot to me that you come back after such a hiatus. And of course, don't forget Steve Cassidy Guitar. Check out his channel, watch his live streams. The Lamb as well on Monday. I want to see you guys there because I'll probably pop in just for a sec if I can. John Robson Guitar, Searching for Tone, Dunsies, everyone we've mentioned. If you're a guitar channel, subscribe to him, watch their stuff. It's worth it. Thanks, guys. I'll be back with another guitar related video very soon. But until then, take care.